With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What down? Get down, get down.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Smith. And his throw is incomplete. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
13.
To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that one.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. His throw incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Geno. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, it's a clip.
They snap it to Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on his...
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Carr. That'll be caught by Cobb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Derek Carr, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Hey, trio left.
On second down, here's Smith. Going deep for Walker. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Geno on 1st down. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. The Seahawks at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Line. Middle. 53.
Geno now to throw. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Smith on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, Smith. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And now Smith going to change the play. Again, Walker. And he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Now it's Smith. And he's got it. Caught him in the zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Ken Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 58.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Carr's throw pulled in by Atwell here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 15. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Throwing now is Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Smith going to try and run with it. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Tuesday.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Rams' 1st down.
Carr now to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The return man is Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Ready.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And quickly, they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going deep for Walker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Wilson to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. Now it's Wilson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 4 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Rams 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Geno. We'll get that to Charbonnet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Smith on 3rd down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown, Seahawks! Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Still going inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, trio left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
Touchdown, Rams!
Puka Nacua,
54 yards.
and the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Wilson's throw here hauled in by Cup.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's taken down inside the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the Rams first down.
Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?